and welcome back. The first podcast of 2022 for Daily Drinkers. My name's Rocky. Today I am drinking what looks like urine in a glass, or maybe even apple juice. It is apple pie moonshine, and it is delicious.
I don't I don't know about apple pie moonshine. I'm marbles still in 2022. Uh, I don't know what can you guess what I have this week?
It's gonna be either a Guinness, possibly Guinness Nitro, or a bottle, some kind of scotch of some sort.
Wrong on both. I have some golden rum.
Looks like urine in a can.
It
All
looks like
right.
you're in a glass with a big round ice cube. It's a Navy strength small batch golden rum. It's 114 proof. And I have an Oktoberfest
Oh,
to wash down my rum.
golden rum and Oktoberfest are interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, part of the reason why I have the golden rum is because I had a wedding last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. I mean, that's partly one of the reasons why we haven't done an episode in a long time is because we've just been too busy with things.
What? Busy with what, Marbles? Has there been anything big while you were gone? I don't understand.
I don't know. I did get engaged. That was one big thing.
What?
And I went to someone else's wedding.
Get the game plan of, hey, I like this, hey, I don't.
A little bit. Um, Definitely don't want to do it the the way my buddy did it. Not that there's anything wrong with the way he did it. It's just a different style that we want a different type of I guess venue and like decor and stuff. But what he did was pretty nice. He got screwed over a little bit by the amount of people that last minute canceled on him. There was like almost 50 people that canceled. So, yeah, all last minute to I mean some are pretty understandable. Like they had recent deaths and they had funerals and stuff to go to. So it makes sense that they couldn't go. But some people canceled because of COVID fears, and which is understandable. But it's like then don't like RSVP that you're
That
gonna
you're gonna
go.
go.
Like you could have, or you could have canceled like a long time ago. If you thought like if you got this a year ago and you RSVP'd, and then 5 6 months ago you're like, yeah, I don't. It's still
Not
not
gonna
better.
happen.
It's not better, so we're not gonna go. Maybe that would have been cool, but yeah. So a lot of people canceled on him. So that's something that we would have to consider while planning my own stuff is how many people are not going to go. But there was that. So we were up in Paso Robles, and so we stopped by some wineries and got some some of this golden rum, which it's rum that's also aged in like whiskey barrels. That's why it's golden. So it tastes kind of like whiskey, but not not quite. Like it's off, but it's good. Um, got some wine while we were up there. I got some rye whiskey from the same place. I got some regular bourbon from another small distillery.
Nice.
Got some awesome vodka lemonade. That's really good.
Well, vodka lemonade.
Yeah, really good. The place where I got the other bourbon, they they can it too. It's you buy like 4 packs of lemonade, but it's got their own vodka in it, and I think it was vodka. Yeah, and it's good lemonade. It doesn't taste like it has alcohol in it, but it's like 5.5%.
I wonder what that would taste like if you mixed it with the sweet tea vodka, Jeremiah Weed style, and had a straight vodka infused Arnold Palmer.
I mean, it'd probably taste
Ugh,
delicious.
but
Uh,
potent,
Here we go. Yeah, we
stinging the
got
nostrils.
um, we got an entire like 24-pack case, and there's only probably like 4 or 5 cans left. Um, so I'll send you this so you could see what it is. Do do. I just opened the Discord and it made me laugh. um, yeah, but the place was pretty good. Um, had some different beers while I was there. See what else? Yeah. So thought about wedding stuff, venue stuff. Um, we're gonna have it out here, but because it would be too much to try to plan a wedding across the country.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather just have it out here and have people fly out, I guess. Um,
Plot the downfall of humankind in Southern California.
because that's where it's gonna happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see my. Nope, that's the total settings. Okay. Yeah. So have that. Actually, we're going to start looking at venues this weekend. There's a mansion out in like Azusa. And then there's one in. We're going somewhere in Sunday. I think we're going to Azusa, and Saturday we're going somewhere else. I forgot where that one is. I don't keep track of it because I don't make the plans. I'm just told
I like this idea.
we're
I like this
going. We're gonna
idea.
go look here. Okay, I'll go look at it.
I'll give some input.
And I don't mind giving input. Honestly, that's the only thing I really want to do. I don't want to. I don't like the whole making phone calls, and yeah, I might have to do some of that at some point. But if we get a place that's kind of like all inclusive, where they do the food, they do a bunch of the stuff, then we don't need to schedule with a bunch of independent
You just need a schedule for
companies.
your main stuff.
Yeah, we still haven't picked a date. I'm thinking somewhere like time of year. I was thinking like late spring or something before it gets too hot, but also I don't want which is what happened at my friend's. It was one of those days where it's a day in January where it rained. Like I
Plus,
don't
it's hard to forecast so far out.
California you can bet most likely most of the year there's going to be sun.
Yeah.
Or it might be overcast depending on what part of Southern California you're in, but for the most part it's going to be sun. But if you're in winter, it's a roll of the dice whether or not it's going to be just one of those odd weeks where there's rain for no reason. So I kind of rather plan it somewhere in like late spring maybe, so that way the chances of rain are even lower. And it's sunny, there's good lighting, the weather's nice. That's what I was thinking, but who knows? We still have to decide and compromise on that. But you're gonna be there, supposedly.
I mean, I should.
You should be there.
There's a lot of weight on my shoulders for that. It'd be kind of awkward if I don't show up.
If you don't show, I don't. I mean, my list of people I counted is 30 adults and up to 7 kids. If everyone brought kids, and we're not gonna make it like we're not specifically inviting kids because it's a wedding, and what kid wants to go to a wedding? Mm-hmm. But we want kids to be able to go. So that way, if their parents can't find someone to watch them and they want to use
Right.
it as an excuse to go to Disneyland or something, then they could bring their kids and they're not forced. So like, well, I can't go because I can't bring my kids.
Yeah.
And her side of the family, there's probably some people, since she's inviting basically her whole family, who's going to watch their kids if everyone's going? Or if most people are going, who's going to watch the kids? So they're going to have to bring them too. So I'm kind of accounting for that. So I have a list of like 37, including kids.
Well, if you exclude my mom and myself, I can guarantee you there's going to be 6 other adults that will be coming without kids. I've gotten that confirmed for you.
Okay. Adults without kids. Well, yeah, I felt that those 6 who should not be named yet.
I don't want to jinx it yet.
I know there's still a lot of time yet. There's more than a year left. Those can change.
I did confirm though, if it is a Southern Californian reception, it will be 100% adults only trip.
Okay, well, I mean it is, so
which makes it even easier now because, well, at least I know my way around town. So
yeah, no, I mean if people want to turn it into a longer, stay beyond that, I mean we have to figure out a date, but we were thinking like, what about like Memorial Day weekend? Because sometimes people get like Monday off and stuff, so they're not required to fly back to go to work or whatever. Or if they wanted to bring kids and go to Disneyland or Knott's or Six Flags or Universal or whatever other theme park we have here, they could do that. If they want to just
ghetto Six Flags.
Ghetto Six Flags, drive out to freaking where's that at?
Valencia, California.
Valencia, yeah. San Dimas is the water park, right?
San Dimas is Raging Waters.
Yeah.
Which is right next to Azusa. So
Which is
go to your
to
wedding and then
go to Raging Waters.
The after party at Raging Waters.
No, there was actually a really cool place that we saw pictures of. But my
Mona
future
Valley Mining Company.
my future mother-in-law didn't want us to go there first. She's like, let's go look at other places because you seem to like that place just from the photos. Like it's because we're kind of looking for places that are like kind of historical looking buildings. So they got like some
Mona Valley Mining Company.
Yeah, no. But places that look kind of, that's why she found some like old like mansions that people do weddings venues at because they're,
I mean, even if you're going to go that route, Pasadena, you could probably hit 500 different places over there.
Yeah. So, yeah, we booked a few places to go look at first. And then once we kind of get a short list together, basically we're going to cross things off.
And then you're going to realize, we don't like anything on this list, so we're going to go over here now.
Well, one of the things I wanted, I want at least 2 things. I want the food to be really good. Like that, I do not want people going and having like crappy wedding food. I want it to be like
cafeteria style.
Yeah. I don't want that.
Okay. That chicken was cooked at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want like actually good, like, good food. I want people to have like a really good dinner.
What country club are we taking over?
What?
What country club are we taking over?
And I want an open bar.
So what country club are we
So those are the 2 things that I really want. I want an open bar and
good food.
Good food. I want people to like, you're always going to find people who are going to complain about something about going to a wedding, right? They didn't like this, didn't like that. but I don't want it. I don't want like the consensus to be like no alcohol and the food was crappy and tasted terrible. I feel like if everyone eats and is satisfied and has enough to drink, especially the friends we have, um, then everything else is secondary. Everything, nothing else matters that much. Like I don't want like a long drawn out ceremony. I want it nice and short, and then everyone get to eating, and then once everyone's eating, it's just party for as long as we're allowed to be at the place.
So essentially, I think I got this narrowed down. You want to have like a 4 to 5 hour start to finish, the whole like
Yeah.
ceremony, pictures,
Ceremony like
party,
15 minutes or something.
5
20 minutes.
minutes.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Funny, one of our friends actually was a professional at having like a 7 minute wedding ceremony. So we'll just get the script that they used.
Okay.
Essentially, they were like, "Hey, thanks for gathering here.
You want to get married? You want to get married?
Husband, do you? All right. And thank you. Have a blessed wedding. Goodbye."
Yeah. So there are a few things that I really want, like that's what I'm looking for in the places, because I figure um the venue, like it's gonna be decorated to the way you like it. You know, I don't want it to look like a school gymnasium. um so and I don't want it to look like a freaking hotel like banquet hall with that crazy red patterned carpets they always seem to have.
And that weird like folder divider that goes across
Yeah.
the center.
Yeah.
And then there's a bingo calling on the other side.
Yeah. And funky wallpaper. Yeah, I don't want that. But I kind of like the food's important, and open bar. I mean, heck, even if I have to buy my own liquor, I could go to Costco and spend $300 on whiskey, vodka, tequila, beer, you know.
Okay, so that's gonna last for the first 20 minutes.
And get well, Costco you get way more than what you could anywhere else.
If only we could call in some favors for somebody who had a liquor license.
So, I know. I wish we could. But
I have to go pay a visit to a few people.
But I don't know. Some
Network
venues like they don't let you bring your own. So in that case, like if there was like a limit of how much I wanted to spend, I'll spend $1,000 on just alcohol. For 80 people.
Somehow your liquor budget's higher than your food budget. I don't understand.
I know it would be higher than the food budget. So yeah, I don't know. Like that's all the stuff I've been having to consider the last couple weeks. Freaking driving. I am sick of driving. I've been driving. Well, let's see. Was it October? No, November. I drove from Colorado all the way back to California in a Saturday. And then December
there Friday, and then I'm back home Saturday.
Yeah, I flew out Friday morning and got home by Saturday night.
And you left Saturday morning. It wasn't like hey, I landed on Friday and drove. It was, nope, I landed Friday, hung out, slept, woke up at the butt crack of dawn, and got home at the midnight hour.
Yep. I think it was like 20 hours we were driving.
Oh, that's the worst.
Almost got stranded in the middle of Utah because we almost ran out of gas. Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, we're averaging about X amount every quarter tank, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got down to like just under half. And my sister's like, should we get gas? I'm like, we got just under half a tank. Like we could go a couple more hours at least.
Rookie mistake number one.
Well, then you hit a stretch where there's like, oh, there's no gas stations for like 100 miles. And then so like, well, damn it. Okay, well, I found one. But it's way off the beaten path in some tiny town that I've never heard of, and that is like a mile wide, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're driving, and I have my sister driving, and I'm showing her. I'm like, okay, we're going downhill right now. Pop the thing in neutral and just coast it.
Jesus.
And so we just would coast down hills and stuff and use a little bit of gas to get up the next one a little bit and then coast down. We got to the gas. We were on E when we got to the gas station. I have no idea how many more miles we would have gone. Probably like 1, 2.
Sketchy.
Got gas and then, yeah, didn't have any issues the rest of the way. After that, we got gas like 3 more times, I think. Once in Nevada and like once or twice in Nevada, and then like once in California, and then made the rest of the way. But yeah, it took like 20 hours of driving. That sucked. And then December, my sister's graduation, so I had to drive north for 6 hours and drive back. And then this month I had to drive to Paso, which is another 4 or 5 hours, and drive back. Luckily I got new tires and did a whole service thing on my car, so everything was fine. But I'm just tired of driving.
That's wild.
So next month I'm going to Philly.
You're driving there.
So I'm flying. And then today I actually just upgraded our return flight tickets to first class, because I've never flown first class. And it was 400 something per ticket. So I'm like,
which honestly is
I'm just
not
gonna do
that
it.
bad.
Yeah, for an upgrade for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. And it's like a 5-hour flight, so I'm like, well, it's like 3.5, 4 hours for the flight there. But to upgrade, it was over 600 per person.
Jesus.
And then on the flight back, it's like 5.5 hours. But it was like
going against the rotation of the Earth.
Yeah, and there's probably headwinds and stuff they have to deal with going that direction because of the rotation and whatnot. So they but it was only like 4 something per person to upgrade. So I'm like, if we're gonna upgrade, I'm gonna upgrade the cheaper flight, and it's the longer flight, so it makes more sense.
It's a double win on that one.
Yeah, it's a double win. So and then we're gonna keep checking for the flight there to see if the price goes down anymore, because it was over 700 like 2 weeks ago, and
just
then now
one way.
Yeah, it was both tickets. It was over 700 per person.
Jeez.
One way to upgrade, and now it dropped down to 4 something. So I'm like, maybe the $600 one will drop down a little bit by then, and I can upgrade it. We still got 4 weeks or whatever before we fly out. But yeah, I've never flown first class, so I'm like, sure, why not? I've spent enough money the last couple months. What's a little more on my credit card?
That was me at the start of last month.
Yeah. So.
Well, it was fun. Last month I got paid for my old job, and then they sold the dealership. So then.
Oh, that's right.
I got like a double bonus at the start of the month, and then I got COVID.
You got the
Rona.
Rona.
I was out for 2.5 weeks. And I didn't really know what was going on, because technically I didn't work for the new company because I never filled out the new paperwork. And I didn't work for my old company. So I just kind of fell through the slats. And then at the end of the month, we were on salary for the first 90 days plus on whatever the company's working out. So my salary came in. I technically only worked in total maybe 7 days out of the month of December, and I got my full month's paycheck. And I was
wow.
like, I'm not gonna say nothing if you say anything, so thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, yeah. You take the pay. I unfortunately don't get paid for the days off. So
Yeah.
the holidays screwed me. I
Well, you
got
got the
like
whole
I got like a third of
vacation?
what I normally make.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Because you guys were
because
off the full time, right?
yeah, from we shut down the 24th and we don't come back. We didn't come back till the 3rd.
Oh my.
So it was like 7 days of no pay, I think, something like that.
Enjoy your no pay vacation,
Yeah.
which
So I'm like,
sometimes is like, yeah, it's a welcome.
well, there's that, and then we come back, right? And then we have what was the holiday? Martin Luther King Day. We have that off too. So that's another day. And then Thanksgiving, like those 2 days, we don't get paid. So like my last couple checks have just been all over because you just
Like, am I an intern again? This is
yeah.
stupid.
It's like wait, this I'm missing 2 days on this paycheck, but then on this paycheck I'm missing a week and a half. But then on this paycheck I'm missing 1 day. So like my page was just has been all over the place. Now it should be more level um until when's the next holiday? March,
President's Day?
April.
There's
I don't
President's Day
I don't
coming
think
up.
I don't get President's Day.
President's Day, Valentine's Day.
Don't get that.
March is nothing.
Nothing.
April will be Easter.
Which I don't get that off because that's Sunday. That's always a
And then
Sunday. May is
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. I think I get
Memorial Day
Memorial
in
Day
May.
off. So I don't think I get any holidays until May. Something like that.
And then July, 4th of July.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at least you got a full month's pay for working nothing.
Oh, it was nice because I got almost a full month's check out of the close down of my other job because they had to pay us our vacation time.
Oh yeah.
They had to pay us our bonuses since we bonused in November. We had a really good end of the month, so that was higher than expected. And then we had a partial payment plan, and then if we hit certain goals on the final days, we got bonuses on that.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, nice. And then I had COVID. COVID dropped my bank account, and then my boss was like, "Oh yeah, hey, your checks came in." And I was like, "What? I wasn't expecting any of that." And then I came back for 7 days, and then I got my check from the new company, and I was like, "Oh, okay. I didn't know how you guys were gonna do this, but I'll take it."
Yeah. No, that's not bad. Getting paid when you're not there.
I was
That's the
like, "Can
best.
I
It's the
schedule
best
this
kind of pay.
again? How does this work so I can get 10 to 14 days off?"
Paid
But what
vacation.
sucked was when I actually came back to work, we had a new company, a new system, new everything. I had roughly 6 hours of training, if that, and then I was running the shop solo for 2 days. I was the only advisor who didn't understand how to do anything. So that was interesting. And then
Yeah.
our system crashed and our printer broke. And so I had to figure out how to shortcut everything on a new system I didn't know how to work. So I'm glad we got that out of the way when it was completely dead, because that was interesting.
That's lucky for you. I mean, I don't know.
But now I know how to shortcut a lot of things that I shouldn't have known how to shortcut. And I actually had to teach some of the other people that have been using the system for 10 years. Oh, so that's how you do that. How'd you learn? I was like, I didn't really have a choice. I had to make something work. So
Figured it out. Um, no, I feel like that's common. Me and you at all the jobs we've had is it's always come down to, um, hey, you're the new person. You're in charge of things.
here you go.
Here you go. And you're like,
And when you
why am
figure
I
out
the
the new
one in
challenge,
charge? Why am I responsible? They've been here longer than me. Yeah, but you're responsible, so you tell them what to do.
you figure it out and you let us know. Thanks.
Yeah.
By the way, you have a time frame for this. What?
Yeah. I feel like the job I'm at now, I've gotten in a position where I try my hardest to not be the like the end all be all person, because I hated that responsibility at all my other jobs, where I would be telling the assistant manager what to do because the manager trusts me more than him. Like,
And you're like, I don't understand
and
this
I'm
at
like, why
all.
am I in charge? Like, yeah, I know what to do, but I still don't want to be the one in charge. I don't want to schedule everything and figure everything out. I don't want to be telling everyone what to do. Um, the assistant manager is here. Why isn't he doing it?
Um,
um, so at this job, I'm like, no, I'm one of the more experienced people. Technically, I've been there longer than all the other developers by a couple months, but I still don't want to be the one, you know, in charge. I don't want to be making the solo calls on things. Um, so I'll communicate with the other guys, and I'll try to collaborate and come up with a group decision on things, because I don't want to be the one that, oh well, he said this or he did it this way. I'd be like, no, like
yeah.
what is the best for all of us, so we can all make this decision, we can all agree on it, and then we can all move forward, and no one's blaming the other person for whatever.
I'm like, screw that. We're gonna do it this way, and then blame that person if it all goes upside down.
I know.
You want me to make the call?
But
Here's my call.
you also
Is it
get left
right?
alone at your job, where that can't happen to me. It can, if there's no one else. Yeah, I'm the only one, which sucks. It's happened a couple times where the other lead developer was like on vacation, like he went to Vegas or something for a few days. Um, and the rest of the team worked in India, and they were off the clock. So if anything came through, they had to ask me the questions because I was the only person available. Um,
Marbles, we need this answered.
and I deal with that, but that's a rare occasion. And I the last couple times it's happened, I've been pretty fortunate that it hasn't been that busy. Or it's something that can wait till the other guy gets back, and then both of us can be on those calls and be in those meetings. But there have been times where I've been alone, and I'm like, this is broken. Why? I have no idea. I'll look at it, and I'll spend the whole day looking at it, but I don't know if I'll get you an answer today. I have no idea what I'm looking at. The other guy worked on it. I have no idea what he did. I have to go read everything he did and figure it out, and go backwards and figure out what he did and why he did it that way.
And goodest of luck to you.
Good luck to you, but hey, that's what I'm paid for. So I do it. I try not to take all the pressure, and I'm sure you do the same thing, where it's like, all right, I'll give it my the old college try. But
I as of October, I just stopped caring.
whatever happens,
Cool.
happens.
I'm gonna do it this way, and you guys don't like it. All right, that's cool. Peace be with you, Namaste. Thanks for the opportunity. It's been real, guys. And then the
So
new company came on board, and they highlight my boss. And then when I was out with COVID, my boss saw what life was like without me, and then all of a sudden his attitude kind of changed just a little bit.
he realized how much you actually do.
And then now all of a sudden, like we were all upset because there looks like our pay scale is actually going to get cut from what we were making.
Okay.
So we're all just kind of like, this is stupid. It makes no sense for us to be making, a third less than what we were making before for doing the same job.
Same job, yeah.
So yeah, no. And said, we'll write it out. We'll write it out. And now it looks like his pay starting to get affected. And he's like, so this summer, guys, wherever we go, we're going as a team because I got you guys. I'm taking you with me. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's how it is.
Oh,
that's how it is.
It's like, no, we just need to tough it out and, ride it through. We don't know what changes are going to happen.
Man.
And now all of a sudden, team, effort, grade A. Okay.
Yep. No,
like, bro, my team's on Xbox. I don't know who you are.
no, I don't know. I mean, you've known, like, I've been screwed over so many times. times by companies and been so underpaid, or not paid for things. And
Now that you're
I
making it.
yeah, like I see it as an obligation to me. I see it as an obligation to do my job. I don't take I try I it's still a work in progress, but I try not to take things personally and know that like um I'm doing my job, and if other things around me are not going according to plan, it's not my fault and I don't need to take like the heat for it, or like
Yeah.
give myself stress for something that someone else isn't doing. I do my part, and if things still go wrong, then it's out of my hands.
And it's, oh well.
It's oh well. Um, because I'm not paid to do someone else's job too, to make sure things go right. Um, so, and I've been at companies where I've done my job and I still get let go because, oh, we don't have any money. So instead of firing the people that are like the most expensive in the company who aren't pulling their weight, we'll fire all the workers instead.
Mm-hmm. We'll just fire you.
It'd be
You'll
like it'd
understand.
be like if Amazon says we're losing money, so we're gonna keep all the middle management and executives, but we're gonna fire all the warehouse workers.
That's
And
always the motivation.
you're like, why?
You have to fire 3 times as many people.
Yeah, it looks good on the books, short term. Like, hey, look, our expenses went down. It's like, yeah, but you're not producing anything, so your income's not gonna go up either.
The thing is, our expenses went down.
But our expenses went down, and we paid out the bonuses we promised these people. It's like, maybe you should have promised those bonuses then, if
Hey,
they're dependent on
don't
being fulfilled.
don't talk that nonsense. You know how hard they work for that bonus?
Don't talk that anti-capitalist nonsense. um, yeah. So, no, it always reminds me of like during the financial crisis when the government bailed out all those big companies. And like, I know other companies did it, but I remember distinctly AIG.
Mm-hmm.
They basically locked the doors, fired everybody, and then took like the something like the millions of dollars in relief money. They gave it out to executives as bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
And the employees are like, bonuses for what? They lost money.
Because they had to get paid.
And all
All
the
hard
employees
labor they
also,
did.
they also didn't pay out any of their pensions or any of their um, what's the other thing they pay out to people besides pensions? Like
401ks.
yeah, I think that they burned that, I think, too. But no,
They
but there was
burned
something
everything.
else. There was like they didn't pay like their sick or like any of that stuff. They just basically said you're screwed. We're
Getting
filing for
furloughed.
bankruptcy, and we don't owe you anything. Um, back pay, pensions, bonuses, all of that stuff. They basically voided all of it and then gave their top executives bonuses of like millions of dollars, and no one went to jail. um, and I'm like, yeah, companies don't care about you. So I paid to do a job. I'm going to do my job. I'm not going to go above and beyond because I'm not getting paid for it. When I start getting paid for it, I'll do it.
Amen to that one.
So, um, but I don't know. There's too much stuff has happened in the last few months. I don't know when the last time we recorded was.
Like in the middle of November, because at the end of November, my sister came out. At the beginning of December, I got COVID. And then
Yeah,
this
November.
month, the start of this month was still a little bit rough. And so I really haven't gotten back to myself since the last about week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you made it to the other side, and your mom.
So far.
Um,
I went down there and shook hands with the devil, and he said, "It's not your time yet," and he sent me back up. So it was vicious.
I don't want you yet. Go back.
Sir, I can't handle you. The restraining order is still in effect. You need to leave now.
Go away. I'm waiting for Betty White.
And he started taking everyone else.
I got Meatloaf on my list, Louis Anderson, Betty White.
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. Who else is on my list first?
May they all rest in peace.
I know. Poor Betty White.
Let's wrap this up tonight.
Yeah.
We'll try to get in the rotation, getting more regularly. We're probably going to be doing 40, 45-minute shows, get in rotation. Hopefully we can talk our friends into coming back. Who knows?
Yeah, I wanted to, if some other people had joined, I would have brought up some football stuff since I haven't watched any of the playoff games, but...
Well, let's make that a topic for next week. We'll see who we can get on board with it.
Cool. Well,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Happy 2022. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.